This is VOA News. Reporting by remote, I'm Joe Ramsey. Moscow appears ready Wednesday to annex a swath of Ukraine, releasing what it called vote tallies showing support in 4 partially occupied provinces to join Russia after what Kyiv and the West denounced as illegal sham referendums held at gunpoint. President Vladimir Putin could proclaim the annexation in a speech within days, just over a week since he endorsed the referendums, ordered a military mobilization at home, and threatened to defend Russia with nuclear weapons if necessary. The Russian-installed administrations of the 4 Ukrainian provinces on Wednesday officially asked Putin to incorporate them into Russia, which Russian officials have suggested is a formality. AP correspondent Charles de Ledesma has more.
Luhansk's pro-Moscow administrator cited alleged Ukrainian crimes and threat of genocide as the reason for his request addressed to Russia's Vladimir Putin, while the Kherson region's head later did the same, and the remaining 2 Russia-occupied regions are expected to follow suit. The request is seen as a prelude to Putin declaring their annexation in the coming days. Kiev and Western allies have dismissed the referendums as shams. President Volodymyr Zelensky says Russia's attempts to annex Ukrainian territory will mean there's nothing to talk about with this president of Russia. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
Long lines of Russian men who are trying to escape being called up to fight in Ukraine continue to clog highways out of the country, and Moscow reportedly set up draft offices at borders to intercept some of them. Find more on our website, voanews.com. This is VOA News. Hurricane Ian has made landfall in southwest Florida as one of the most powerful storms ever recorded in the U.S. It swamped city streets with water and smashed trees along the coast, while moving at a crawl that threatened catastrophic flooding across a wide area. Barely an hour after the massive storm trudged ashore Wednesday, a coastal sheriff's office reported it was already getting a significant number of calls from people trapped in homes. The hurricane's center struck near a protected barrier island just west of heavily populated Fort Myers, Florida. Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi on Wednesday said the death of a young woman in custody had saddened everyone in the Islamic Republic, but warned what he called chaos would not be accepted amid spreading violent protest over Mahsa Amini's death. Amini's death 2 weeks ago has sparked anti-government protests across Iran. Angry demonstrations have spread to over 80 cities nationwide since the September 13th death of 22-year-old Amini after she was arrested for what's been called unsuitable attire by the morality police who enforce the Islamic Republic's strict dress code. Raisi, who had ordered an investigation into her death, said, quote, "Forensics will present a report on her death in the coming days." The body of a missing famed U.S. extreme skier has been recovered in Nepal, the AP's Ed Donahue reports.
Hillary Nelson was skiing down from the summit of Mount Manaslu with her partner Jim Morrison when she fell off the mountain. Rescuers searching by helicopter located Nelson's body 2 days later. Bad weather and an avalanche hampered their search. Nelson was an extreme skier. She spoke to the AP in 2018 about skiing down the world's 4th highest mountain.
Not because I was going to die, just because I was going to give up. But we had such a great team and had so much help and support.
Manaslu is the 8th highest mountain in the world. I'm Ed Donahue.
Recapping our top story, Moscow appears ready Wednesday to annex a swath of Ukraine, releasing what it called vote tallies showing support in 4 partially occupied provinces to join Russia after what Kyiv and the West denounced as illegal sham referendums held at gunpoint. President Vladimir Putin could proclaim the annexation in a speech within days, just over a week since he endorsed the referendums and ordered a military mobilization at home. Reporting by remote, I'm Joe Ramsey.